What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Instant Replay, the Daily Show. It's Thursday, you know what I'm saying, September 18th. Getting ready for week 3 to begin with Thursday night football, Bills, Dolphins, which I'll get into that in a little bit when I sort of do my game picks when it comes to that. Also, shouts out to NR to B, man, my co-host. He had to work this morning bright and early, so he won't be joining us today. But your boy gonna do his best job to run the show in his absence. So what's good? Couple things. Let me get a couple things started. Let's see. Gotta get my background music up, y'all. Gotta get my background music up. There we go. There we go. Put me in that football mood, you know what I mean? So anyway, like I said, it's Thursday. We got a Thursday night game tonight. Some college football this weekend. A lot of stuff going on. But I do want to tell y'all, if you guys are watching this on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it, I still call it Twitter because it's Twitter. But anyway, if you look down below the video, there should be a link to the Instant Replay YouTube page, which I would like everyone to try to go to the Instant Replay who watches this. If you haven't already subscribed to the Instant Replay YouTube channel, I'd like you to do that if you could. I mean, it'd be much appreciated. I'm trying to get to 100 subs on that channel before the end of the season. So yeah, it's been it's right now. I think we're almost at 80 subs. So if you haven't subbed to the Instant Replay YouTube channel, the link should be down below this video. If you're watching on X, if you're watching on the Instant Replay YouTube page, then odds are you probably already subscribed. So I appreciate you. Anyway, also there's a link below this video on YouTube to the Discord channel too. We like to talk a lot of stuff in the Discord channel. So anyhow, hope everybody's having a great week. I hope everybody has been enjoying the season thus far. I mean, I'm sure some people aren't. That's just what comes with being a sports fan, right? Everybody doesn't enjoy everything with the season because obviously, every team can't win. So let's see if we get this pulled up real quick. Did want to start the show with something kind of fun and interesting that I found to be kind of it's cool. So let's bring this up here. So the price of a hot dog at every single NFL stadium. The price of a hot dog at every single NFL stadium right here. All right, so check me out. So let's look over here. The Buffalo Bills got the highest one. In a minute, I'm going to go to the comments, and people are thrashing the Bills for having the highest price hot dog. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, they thrashing them for it. Las Vegas Raiders, 1026. Hey, that's high, bro. Y'all got a V. If you was on here, I tell you, y'all got to lower the price of the dogs and the glizzies, man. All right, the Chargers, $10. The Rams, $10. Obviously, I mean, same building. So, San Francisco, $9. Washington, $8.99. The Jets, $8.50. MetLife, $8.50 again. Obviously, same stadium. Seahawks, $8.49. Why not say $8.50? Okay, relax with the $8.49. Tampa Bay, $8.25. Detroit, Ford Field, $7.99. $7.95 at Heinz. $7.86 at Soldier. $7.50 in Dallas, right? $7.45 in Cincinnati. The Miami Dolphins are charging $7.25 for the hot dog. $7.19 in New England. As you can see, it keeps going on and on. Of course, this is what interested me. The Green Bay Packers, $5.37. That's cool. I can deal with a $5.30. It's not too much. It's probably kind of steep, though, in my personal opinion. For it, you're talking about a hot dog, man, which is like hot dogs are like this sports staple, so they should be cheap every single place. Tennessee, $6.30. Denver, $5. KC, $5. Atlanta. Shouts out. I've actually been to the Mercedes-Benz. Their food is very affordable to the average fan, man. I can't even hate. Even Truist. I went to Truist, man, where the Braves play, and the food there was like affordable. Like affordable food, man, for like the average fan who like, bro, if you take your wife and 2 kids to a game, it's expensive. It's good to know that you can go in. I mean, like literally at Truist, they had like $10 combos with like a ton of fries and like a burger or whatever and a drink, and it's $10 at a game. McDonald's, lower your prices, bro. Y'all too high. If a game is charging the same as you do, an NFL game. Anyway, obviously Falcons fans like, yeah, man, we do it for the fans. SoFi talking about that. Can't put a price on perfection. I don't know. Another Bill's hot dog better have 5 hot wings in it and cover the ranch. Yeah, bro. Just one dog, man. Talking about one glizzy, and the Bills have to pay back those taxes they took for the people somehow. What a better way to charge them 8,000% on the hot dog. So that's crazy. Anyway, I just thought that was something fun. I just wanted to bring up. I seen that during the week, either yesterday or the day before, and I was like, this is very interesting, very interesting. But anyway, you know, if you're, let's see real quick, drop this just a little bit. I think it's a bit loud. All right. Anyway, if you're new here, start the show with college football, y'all. Get into some college football. Obviously, the games have been played. We discussed last weekend's games on the Monday show. But there's some big news when it comes to college football, man. Big news. New transfer portal rules have been put into place when it comes to NCAA football. Or not NCAA, with college football, right? Let's see. Here we go. Let's see what's fine. It says the NCAA eliminates the spring transfer portal window for football. Okay, first of all, my thoughts on the spring transfer. I love the players getting paid, right? I love the players, you know, sort of getting what they get these days, endorsements and all of that kind of shit. They deserved it. They are the reason college football has been so lucrative for like decades, right? But sometimes I think there's a bit much. So if you weren't aware, players were able to, at some point right after the season ended, they could transfer to a team. If they got there and didn't like it, in a couple months when spring started, they could transfer again. Now, that's a bit much in my personal opinion, and I'm just being honest. You got the ability to transfer. They've given you that. Now you get to jump ship just because you get there and the coach is a hard ass? I mean, come on, bro. And that's what was happening when it comes to some of these programs. So them only having one ability to transfer is great in my personal opinion. Obviously, I didn't play college football and shit, so I can't speak on those athletes' behalf when it comes to that. But look what this says. Let's read through this real quick. College football is officially moving to a single offseason transfer portal window, the NCAA announced Wednesday. The Division I Administrative Committee voted to approve a legislative change that eliminates the spring transfer window, but did not sign off on establishing January 2 through 11 as the lone portal window for the FBS and FCS players. In response to feedback from student athletes, the FBS and FCS oversight committees will discuss modifying the dates and length of the proposed January window. The administrative committee will consider those adjustments when it meets in October. FBS head coaches advocated for a January portal window at the AFCA convention in January, and both oversight committees voted to support changing the transfer windows earlier this month. The reform will bring major changes to the timing and duration of the offseason transfer period in college football. The initial proposal would require college football players to wait until January 2nd, the day after the completion of the college football playoff quarterfinals, to enter their names in the NCAA transfer portal database and be contacted by prospective schools. Graduate transfers were previously allowed to enter the portal early, but now must wait until the January window. Players would have 10 days to enter the portal, but are under no deadline to make a commitment to the next school once they enter. Okay? Players on teams still competing in college football playoff in January would have 5 days, right? After their final postseason game to enter the portal. This season's CFP semifinals, the Verbo Fiesta Bowl and the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, are scheduled for January 8th and 9th, respectively. Excuse me. In previous years, the winter transfer portal window opened in early December on the Monday after bowl game selections. The change is aimed at alleviating some of the stress of the loaded December calendar, during which transfers, recruiting, coaching changes, bowl practices, high school signing day, and bowl games and the college football playoff were all going on simultaneously. A lot of shit, right? Last year's winter portal window was December 9th through 28th, with the spring portal window on April 16th through 25th. The total number of FBS scholarship transfers has increased yearly and surpassed 3,200 in 2024 to 25. Okay, the elimination of the spring transfer period is a move the NCAA has considered in recent years. It was first established as a 15-day window in April 2023 and marked the final deadline for players to transfer and be immediately eligible at their next school. In 2024-25, the spring window was reduced to a 10-day period. The spring window had become a source of frustration among coaches in recent years. And this is why. Unexpected post-spring departures are difficult to replace. So, in other words, like I said, these players would get the December transfer portal, go to a team, right? See what happens with the team at the end of the season if they made the bowl eligible or the college football playoff. And then once spring started, if they ain't like something, they bounced again. Again, I cannot tell you how much I agree with this. Once a player commits to a team, you get the opportunity to do it. You shouldn't be complaining. You get the opportunity to move from a school to another one because you're not playing time isn't good or whatever that you couldn't do in the past. You shouldn't get to do it more than one time. I'm sorry. You just shouldn't get to do it more than one time. The unexpected post-spring departures are difficult to replace, and the elimination of the one-time transfer rule has given players and agents the leverage to demand more money by threatening to transfer. Again, you're getting paid. You weren't getting paid for the longest time. Now the athletes are getting paid, and now they can move schools. You shouldn't get to do it more than once, bro. That's milking the cow way too much. The udders is dried up on the cow, bro. Coaches have also taken advantage of the spring window to cut the underperforming players and bring in additional transfers. This year, more than 1,100 FBS scholarship players entered the transfer portal in the month of April. That means they entered in the spring. Head coaching changes currently trigger a 30-day window for players who wish to enter the portal and explore transfer. That's fair, very fair. Football players at UCLA and Virginia Tech are already allowed to transfer early after their head coaches were fired Sunday. Though many head coaches have expressed support for January transfer window, Ohio State coach Ryan Day spoke out against it early this month, telling reporters it doesn't make any sense to me that coaches must focus on recruiting transfers while their team is still competing for a national championship. Now, I get that point about it. What I'm agreeing with in all of this is that the student athletes only get one chance to transfer, which in any case, I think that's all. Again, now that they're getting paid, and now that they can threaten schools to transfer, nah, man, we can miss with that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You need to get them ready, get them prepared, get them knowledgeably prepared for when they get to the NFL. Because once you sign that rookie deal, you can't come in 2 months later and say, man, I want to go to the Bengals. I want to go to another team because I don't like this shit. So, yeah, man. So anyway, let's get to some college football, y'all. Oh, my bad. Hold up. Here we go. All right. So we're going to pull up some games coming up this weekend. Obviously, Georgia, you know, that's my team. They are on a bye this week. They have nobody to play. But here's the top 25 schedule slate coming up. Tell you the games I'm looking forward to as well. Texas Tech, Utah. That's a good game, 16-17. UAB, Tennessee. We'll see what happens with that game right there. 2-1 versus 2-1. Obviously, Tennessee looking to get some get back. Oregon, 3-0 to 0-3. Obviously, Oregon. Come on. Florida State, Kent State, Oklahoma, Auburn. I think that's a pretty sizable game. We'll see how that goes. Both are 3-0. You know, haven't played an SEC game yet. Tulane and Ole Miss. 2 3-0 teams going at it. Obviously, people going to look at this and they're going to, you know. Also, look, real quick, I do want to say something real quick. Shouts out to ESPN.com. And if I use those sites for the show, and the reason being is that I'm not able to sort of, I don't have the staff. This isn't ESPN. I do all of this myself. Everything that you see here done, like I pull it up myself, I do it all. So it's kind of difficult to sort of come up with some stuff. Hey, shouts out to V. What's good, bro? Shouts out from the show, man. That's the co-host, man. He angry about the Monday night game, man. I don't blame him. I don't like division rivals myself. You know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, man. Shouts. I use these websites. If I can find another way to do it where I wouldn't have to pull these sites up, that's the reason why I can't monetize my channel at all, because I use other people's stuff. So that's what it is. Anyway, let's bring it back up here. Michigan, Nebraska. Both 2-1 Michigan, 3-0 Nebraska. I mean, hey, Big Ten, hey, who knows what can happen? Purdue, Notre Dame 0-2. They desperately need a victory. Don't know if they're gonna get the dub this week. Purdue might play them tough, man. I will say this: Notre Dame go to 0-3, bro. There's some stuff there. Temple, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is 3-0, number 18 ranked. They going against Temple. I expect Georgia Tech to run that thing. South Carolina, Missouri, 3-0 Missouri. South Carolina 2-1. Obviously, you saw them lose last week. Missouri hadn't played an SEC game yet. South Carolina's 0-1. Florida, Miami. I think this is probably the game everybody's going to be watching Saturday night. Big game right there. 1-2 Florida against 3-0 Miami. Miami could clap them up. But, hey, man, you ain't no telling. This is the rivals. Illinois, Indiana, 3-0, 3-0. Both of them in the Big Ten. This is a big game, bro. This is a big game for the Big Ten. Georgia State, Vanderbilt. All right. Southeastern Louisiana playing LSU. We know what that's going to be. Excuse me. Texas, Sam Houston. Michigan State, USC rounds it out. Both teams 3-0. Michigan State not ranked. USC ranked number 25. If Michigan State's trying to step in them rankings, they need to clap up. But this is a big game too. They play every year, so that's a game. That's a game that you should people should be expecting. Aguilar was in here early at 4 a.m. Cali. I don't know, when I got into here, I seen his comments, so ain't no telling what time he left that thing, man. All right, so time to jump into some NFL, man. Let's jump into some NFL. Let's get some NFL stuff going. One thing I did want to show y'all, shouts out to Nick Chubb. If y'all didn't know, Nick Chubb and myself went to the same high school, albeit like 20-something years apart. But first touchdown for the Houston Texans. Let's take a look.
Chubb's got 18. Add to it, Nick Chubb. Touchdown Texans.
Still got that speed. Still got that little burst going on. Obviously, safety didn't want to try to fuck around. Nick Chubb's a big old dude. So, touchdown, first touchdown for Nick Chubb playing for the Houston Texans. Shouts out, man. Shouts out, hometown hero. Always gonna give respect, man. Always gonna give respect. So, all right. Let's get to some. All right, man. A little bit of news coming in for NFL stuff when we get to this. First of all, Khalil Mack was injured. We all saw that shit. They injured the shoulder on Monday night. Good news for him is it's not season ending. He should be. They put him on the IR, so he should be back at some point throughout the season, towards the end. That's good news for Khalil Mack and the San Diego Chargers. I mean, and the Chargers. So, Justin Fields has already been ruled out. Justin Fields caught a concussion this past weekend. The Jets playing the Bills, so they've already ruled him out for Sunday, not playing with it. Jaden Daniels suffered a sprained knee against the Packers last Thursday night. He didn't practice yesterday, so stuff still out for him. JJ McCarthy, Vikings quarterback, right? Lost the game against the Falcons Sunday night. Also suffered a high ankle sprain, which I didn't know because I couldn't tell from watching the game. And he's going to be out. I think they said like 4 to 6 weeks. So a lot of injuries, man, quarterback-wise in the league right now. So we'll see where that goes. Talk about Monday night's games. Obviously, the last show was Monday, so we hadn't gotten into Monday night's games. Let me get this up real quick. Apologize for the delay. All right, here we go. Let me get this up. All right, so apologies. I'm trying to work with somebody. Some of the stuff be popping up, bro. All right, so yeah, the 2 Monday night games, Buccaneers, Texans. Look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and be real honest with y'all, right? There's a lot of talk with the Packers. They're doing really good. Obviously, I'm a Packers fan. With Philadelphia being like that team that's out there that the best team in the NFC, which they're Super Bowl champions, and so, hey man, in the NFC though, the Buccaneers, bro. Buccaneers are nothing to play with right now. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you all that shit right now. The Buccaneers, nothing to play with. They beat the Texans 20-19. Baker Mayfield is playing lights out. Baker Mayfield, fiery. They're a good team, man. Good team. So I think they pulled that out, sort of had to score with the game on the line, and the Texans couldn't come back to do anything with the ball. They got a good defense, good offense. They got a fiery quarterback. They got great receivers, good running backs, nice offensive line, nice defensive line. And they're gutsy, man. The Bucs are gutsy. And then the other game, Chargers, Raiders, to wrap up Monday Night Football. Raiders look rough, man. Rough. Geno threw 3 picks. I'm sure if V or the NR, whatever you want to, if V was on the show right now, he'd be going off on them cats for their performance on Monday. But Geno threw 3 picks, not good picks neither, not like awesome DB play, like some bad picks. Like, and the Chargers continue to roll. It's hard not to roll when you get 3 picks delivered to you. I think the game would have turned out a lot differently had those 3 picks not happened. Obviously, you can say, of course they will without 3. But I'm saying, like, it was 20-9. That the Raiders only lost by 11 points. I think that gap would have shrunk a bit if the ball hadn't been handed to the Chargers 3 different times on 3 different occasions. So, yeah, man. So that's going over the Monday night games. Let's get this week 3 stuff pulled up here, man. Hey, that's about the news, I guess, that I can go over. Let's see. Get this up here. Apologies, y'all. Like I said, man, I'm not ESPN. I have to do all of this pulling up stuff myself, and it's I enjoy doing it though, so I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you guys know if you have to wait for something or it takes a little bit. It's all right. QB, let's see. All right, so anyway, let's move over. Let's see. Also, Mac Jones, 49ers backup quarterback, in the place of Brock Purdy last Sunday, threw 3 TDs against the Saints, bro. Saints are hurting kind of. I can't believe I picked the Saints last week, and I picked the Saints over the 49ers like an idiot because I don't know why. I thought just because they were home they might pull something out. Might not pick the Saints for the rest of the season, bro, because, that's just crazy. So, all right, let's get into these, man. Let's get into these power rankings, man. All right, so power rankings for a week right after at the totality before week 3 starts. Here is the power rankings. Miami Dolphins at number 32 dropped 4 slots. Not a good look. The number 31, the Cleveland Browns. At number 30, the New Orleans Saints rise up, even though they're 0-2. I guess the other 2 teams are that much worse. All right, so here we go. The Carolina Panthers 0-2, jump up 2 spots again with the Browns and the who was it? And the Dolphins, losing like that, they dropped down. The Jets dropped 1 spot to number 28, going 0-2 after they had a pretty good showing week 1 against the Steelers. They didn't look good against the Bills, and obviously, Justin Fields with the concussion, right? The New York Football Giants go up 2 spots to number 27. They played a good game, took that game thing to overtime against the Cowboys. So this is probably that combined with the fact that the other teams were falling, put them at number 27. Number 26, the Tennessee Titans stay pat right there. Obviously, rookie quarterback team was not, absolutely incredible last year. So you're going to fall into these things where they got a long way to go. The New England Patriots stay pat at 25, lost week 1 against the Raiders, then, dropped to 25 and then win the game. Against the Dolphins on Sunday. So they go number 25. All right, let's go. Keep going. 24, Las Vegas Raiders. Lose the second game of the season, drop 1 spot. The Jacksonville Jaguars drop a spot too as well. They won week 1, lost week 2. Excuse me. Chicago Bears dropped 4 spots, right? After starting the season against the Vikings and losing, oh man, they got the damn Cowboys. Oh, man. All right, so the Dallas Cowboys, they stay pat at number 21, beating the New York Football Giants in overtime. They didn't think that was enough to move them anywhere. Pittsburgh Steelers dropped 4 spots, man, after losing to the Seahawks on Sunday. Minnesota Vikings lost to the Falcons Sunday night. They dropped 8 spots. And I think this would be because J.J. McCarthy has played poorly in 7 of his 8 quarters. Again, dude didn't play at all last season. It's going to be something for him. I think he's going to be pretty good at this position, but not right now. And then he had a high ankle sprain, which is going to put him out. Let's see if it says. I think it said 4 to 6 games. Who knows? High ankle sprains are funny, bro. How many players have you seen in the history of sports where you're like, yo, like they get a high ankle sprain and you think, oh shit, I sprained my ankle before. I was back at work 2 days later. Or shit, personally, if I would never miss a day at work because I sprained my ankle. But anyway, I don't play football either. I'm not trying to knock these cats for missing time with a sprained ankle. I'm just saying, you sprain your ankle at home and think, oh, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, think about trying to cut on that thing, plan on that thing, throw with that thing. That shit doesn't work. Arizona Cardinals drop a spot, even though they are 2-0. They play 49ers weekend. I think it's gonna be a good game. Houston Texans drop 3 spots. I mean, 0-2, man, in their division, and the Colts are 2-0. The Colts are 2-0, so they already have a pretty. I mean, it's a manageable lead in the division, but it's still 2-0, man. Cincinnati Bengals 2-0. Obviously, they dropped 4 spots because Joe Burrow might miss the entire season. So Jake Browning is a serviceable guy. I think Jake Browning is going to have a nice season. He does have some weapons around him. If he can, use those weapons considerably, I think he's going to be great. So anyway, Cincinnati Bengals. Atlanta Falcons up 5 spots, man. Lost week 1 against the Tampa Bay Bucks, which you'll see the Bucks lingering around the top fucking 5 of this list. So the Atlanta Falcons go to Minnesota. In Minnesota, clap them cheeks. And, they jump up 5 spots, man, to number 15. So shouts out. Seattle Seahawks jump up 5 spots as well. Lost week 1, week 2, rebounded. Had Pittsburgh. Went to Pittsburgh and clapped them up just a little bit. So Seattle Seahawks up 5 spots. San Francisco 49ers 2-0. Up 2 spots, right? Brock Purdy got hurt. They kept on rolling. Mac Jones out there slanging the rock, right? 3 touchdowns. What do you have? Yeah, I can't remember how many yards, but Niners 2-0, man. Got some tough games coming up, but hey, good to see him. Indianapolis Colts, ranked number 12. They're up 12 spots. Nobody expected the Colts to be 2-0 at this point in the season. No one. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. They blew out the Dolphins, right, week 1, but we know the Dolphins have more issues. So you sit back and say, okay, what about these Colts? Then they beat the Broncos, who also won week 1, right? Beat the Broncos handily. Daniel Jones out there balling, Danny Dimes. So we'll see what happens with them. Kansas City Chiefs fall 6 spots out of the top 10, as they should. You're 0-2. Once you get into the top 10 of the power rankings, there should be no teams that are 0 in anything in there. So yes, the Chiefs should go. We already talked about what happened to them on Sunday. Denver Broncos drop a spot to 10. They're 1-1 after going to Indianapolis and getting clapped up. Let's see. The Los Angeles Chargers up 4 spots to number 9. Started the season with a win against the Kansas City Chiefs in Brazil. And then they followed up with a win against the Raiders. We already talked about that game. Again, the 3 picks was the difference in that game, in my personal opinion. And Khalil Mack hurt his elbow. So Chargers up 4 spots to number 9. Washington Commanders dropped 1 spot. They lost to my team, the Green Bay Packers, on Thursday night. And Jaden Daniels suffered a knee sprain. So that will be why, like when people see power rankings, you got to understand, they're looking at it not like college football rankings are different. And with the power rankings, they're saying, how powerful is this team now that their quarterback's hurt? Then they ain't going to be back. Or what's happening? So who knows if Jaden Daniels is going to play this Sunday? We'll have to wait and see about that. The Los Angeles Rams up 3 spots. The Rams about to do something to somebody this week. I'll get to it when I do game picks. Los Angeles Rams up to number 7. Detroit Lions up 2 spots to number 6, right? Went back home, threw up a 50-burger on the Bears, right? Man, hey, same old Lions, man. They acted as Biff Johnson was a traitor. That is true. They put the clap on that fool. And they probably got tired of hearing everybody say Ben Johnson left, they can't do nothing. I'm sure that's what it was. Now, I will take this with a grain of salt, though, Lions fans. It was the Bears. So, and the Bears kind of struggle, right? We've seen them. They're 0-2. Tampa Bay Bucks up 1 spot. I'm going to tell y'all right now, again, talking about teams that are concerning when you're talking about playing them in the NFC. Tampa Bay Bucks, homies. Green Bay Packers stay pat at number 4, 2-0. Had a great game against Washington. I like it here. I don't like too much credit going, and I don't like too much stuff. And I think Xavier said it perfectly, right? He got interviewed, and he said, you got to stay the course, and you got to run this shit. You can't get too high on yourselves. They've seen teams start 0-2 before and end up not worth a damn. So here we go. And then the Baltimore Ravens stay pat at number 3. 1-1. Derrick Henry did fumble again. We talked about that. Buffalo Bills at number 2, obviously. And the Philadelphia Eagles at number 1. They haven't lost yet. They are the defending Super Bowl champions, and their team is still pretty much intact from last year. So that's why you're going to see something like that. So, yeah, those are the power rankings. Now it's time to get to these game picks, y'all. Let's get to these game picks, man. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. That out of there. Let's see. All right, first off, let's take a look, man. Let's pull this up and take a look. Game picks so far, week one. Obviously, you can see here the teams we picked and sort of that things of that nature. Let's see if I can y'all see it better? Make sure. Okay, maybe that's better. So you can see right there the game picks. Obviously, going from there. Then week two game picks. I get to the week three. Right here is the record. As I look at the game picks right here, I was 12-4 week one. V was 11-5. 12-4 week two. I was. So right now, as a total, I'm 24-8. I've got him by one game, and we'll see where that goes after the season is over with when it comes to the game picks. All right. So hold on, let me get this pulled down real quick. Kind of a short show. So I'd like to put my game picks on in here as we pick games for week three coming up. All right, y'all. Hold on. All right, let's get this thing popping right here. All right, first game right here. Dolphins, Bills, Buffalo's at home, Bills. This is about the easiest, might be the easiest pick of the week. Go ahead and put my old Bills. Obviously, V picked the Bills. Let's go back to live scores. Let's scroll down. Falcons, Panthers. I'm going to go ahead, Falcons. They're going to the Panthers, but that defensive line for the Falcons is looking really nasty right now. And the Panthers are 0-2, and they've sort of struggled with sort of some pass protection things. So, obviously, I'm going to go right here, Falcons. All right. I ain't even got to pull it back up. You already know what your boy doing. Packers is just, yeah, that's what's happening right there. Texans, Jaguars, y'all. Texans, Jaguars, man. Look. Texans are 0-2, man. Jaguars 1-1. Texans need a dub very badly, and I think they know that as well. I'm going to go Texans right here because I think that they are a little bit more desperate when it comes to sort of their record being 0-2 right now. Bengals, Vikings. I'm going to go Bengals, y'all. I'm going to go Bengals. It's crazy, right? I'm going to go Bengals, man. I think the backup dude in Cincinnati is going to have to do it. J.J. McCarthy, is it playing? Is it Carson Wentz? Is it Carson Wentz in the house making the backup part? Hold up, man. I gotta make sure, man. Y'all bear with me for just a second, man. Yep, Carson Wentz, y'all. Carson Wentz. Okay, so Carson Wentz was he's the backup man in Minnesota. So, the one thing I'll say about this game, one of the main reasons I'm picking Cincinnati is because their backup. Hold on. Okay, my name slipped my mind for a second. Jake Browning. Jake Browning has experience with these receivers. He's played in a lot of regular season games with like Jamar Chase and you know the rest of the crew out there. So I think they're gonna pull that out, man. That's a win for the Bengals. All right, Bengals, man. Steelers, Patriots. Steelers going to New England. I got the Patriots winning this one. I think they started some things up. I think the Steelers are going to put up some good numbers, but I don't think not going to Foxborough, man. And that defense that's giving up like the defense. Steelers defense is bad, dog. Like they hurting. They're bad. Rams, Eagles. I was mentioning something about the Rams earlier when I was talking about the going through the power rankings and things of that nature. Let's see. Oh, you talking about the Patriots? Hey, man, y'all got him. Y'all got him, man. I think y'all got him. A couple games under the belt. Y'all got him. But Rams Eagles, man. I'm gonna tell y'all when I was talking about the Rams just earlier. I think the Rams about to go to Philadelphia and clap some cheeks, man. I think the Rams about to go to Philly and clap, man. Remember the playoff game last year? Divisional round. The Rams went there in the snow, and they were that fucking close to beating the Eagles, man. That close to seeing the Rams playing against the Commanders in the NFC Championship game. The Rams are about that business, man. Quarterback is a future Hall of Famer, Matt Stafford. They match up really well against the Eagles. Really well. Remember, they barely beat Dallas in week 1, y'all. Barely clapped them up. Jets, Bucks, the Bucks. Come on now. Justin Fields ain't even playing on Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and put that on real quick. Colts, Titans, man. Divisional battle. I got to go with Danny Dimes, man. I didn't put him on the thumbnail for no reason. Danny Dimes balling. But at the same time, watch, it's going to be one of them weeks that we all pick the Colts, and then that's when Danny Dimes going to really show up, and it's going to be like Daniel Jones and shit. Raiders, Commanders. This is a tough one, y'all. Tough one. Raiders trying to bounce back from that loss to the Chargers on Monday night. Geno Smith threw 3 picks. Danny Dimes. Hey, man. I don't know about we'll see. Hey, if he played this way for the rest of the season, there's not going to be any way to argue against that. The reason this is a hard pick because I don't know if Jaden Daniels is going to play at all. Like, Jaden Daniels has a sprained knee, possibly might not play. Man, give me the Raiders, man. I'm a little scared about Jaden Daniels not playing, man. That's rough. That's rough. Broncos, Chargers. The Broncos have won one game this season in week 1, and they didn't look good doing it, and then they got clapped up by the Colts. Man, give me the Chargers at home. Chargers at home. Matter of fact, this is the home opener for the Chargers too. Well, the first game was technically a home game, but they were in Brazil or whatever. Saints, Seahawks. I'm not picking the Saints again. I picked them last week against the Niners like a fool. And, I got to go Seahawks. They're at home as well. So, Cowboys, Bears. Cowboys. I don't know, man. The Bears are looking really, really rough right now. Really rough early. I know it's still early. But the Cowboys, I think they also have something to prove for themselves because, the next game after that Cowboys-Bears game is a Sunday night. Is a Sunday night crazy. I'll tell you about that. Cardinals, 49ers. Now, wait a minute. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go Cardinals here. No disrespect to the Niners, but Mac Jones, I don't know if Mac Jones could throw 3 touchdowns 2 weeks in a row. And the Cardinals are 2-0. They're playing pretty good football. And this is, I think this is their first divisional game of the season. I think the Cardinals are nice right now. The 49ers have several injuries. Obviously, Kittle, not going to be there and all certain things like that. Now, I'm not sure if Brock Purdy going to play this week, man. Because of Mac Jones' performance last week, they might decide, let's let him rest another week if the ankle isn't ready. Again, this is another one of those damn games that is hard to pick right now because if Brock Purdy's playing in this game, I'm picking 49ers. Right here, if Jaden Daniels is playing in this game for sure, I'm going Raiders. But Jaden Daniels probably going to start, and then if something happens throughout the game, there's just too much, man. So I'll go with the for sure stuff for now. No Purdy yet, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's going to – I don't know. They might say, oh, he's good to go, and then he re-injures that thing, and then you back on Mac Jones. I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. And the only reason is because desperation. You go 0-3. The first 2 losses can be – sort of forgiven to a certain extent. You lost to the Chargers, who are nice, and you lost to the defending Super Bowl champs. You lose 3 in a row, and that third loss is to the New York Football Giants, who, hey, look, man, they played great against the Cowboys on Sunday. They could play great here again today. But the Chiefs, y'all are in desperation mode because there's something different with the Chiefs. Whoever loses this game is going 0-3 regardless. But I think for the Chiefs, it's a lot bigger thing. Yeah, you don't think? Yeah, he probably won't, but that's why I picked the Cardinals, man. Let's see, Chiefs, Giants. Yeah, so I'm going to go Chiefs. They have... Now, this game... Coin flip time. There's no way in hell y'all going to have me pick... I got... I'm telling you right now. Oh, come on now. All right, here we go. All right. So basically what we're looking at here is, that's not the right one. Let's go here. So Lions heads, Ravens tails, right? Lions heads, Ravens tails. If you guys are new here and haven't seen the show yet, I always do at least one of my picks is a coin flip just to make it fun. Also, I do it because some of the game picks are mad tough, like literally mad tough. This one right here is tougher than the Commanders game and the Cardinals 49ers game, just because guys will win at home, bro. Russ is slinging it. Hey, he is slinging it. He is. Chiefs in desperation mode, bro. Desperation mode. I want to see what that looks like also. I want to see what the Chiefs look like. And they go 0-3. Now you got doubts about them cats. Because everybody seems to think, well, it's the Chiefs. You know, you counted them out before. They always made the playoffs. You go 0-3, that's a steep ladder to climb. Steep. So, Lions heads, Ravens tails. Let's go with it right here. See if I can see that real good. Flipping it. Tails. Ravens. Going Ravens. Ravens, y'all. Pick Ravens for week 1, man. So, that's pretty much the show, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, right. Thursday night preview. Obviously tonight, you got the Buffalo Bills, you got the Dolphins. They will be at Buffalo. Look, man, we've seen the way that the Dolphins have been trending this year. They had a better game on Sunday than week 1. But man, this can be a clip, clap, cheat clap. I mean, this could be bad for the Dolphins. I'm talking about the Bills here, right? And it could be bad. It could get ridiculous real quick. I mean, look how many points they put up on the Ravens. And I would like to think that the Ravens defense is better than the Dolphins defense. So all I'm saying Dolphins at Bills is going to be, there's a chance for this game to get out of control rather rapidly, right? So we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, guys, I got to run. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We will be back on Monday morning at 7 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Ready to talk about this weekend's games, both college and professional football. And we'll see y'all then. Hope y'all enjoy the games this weekend. Enjoy tonight's game. There's football all weekend long, pretty much, you know what I'm saying, depending on where you sit. If you're not really a college fan, I guess you got to wait till Sunday after the night. But if you're like myself who watches football like crazy all over the place every time, Bills will be running down the clock. Yo, you heard it here first. Jonathan said, yeah. The Bills will be taking knees in the first quarter, bro. Taking knees in the first quarter, the Bills will be. That's. By the way, Dolphins coach, y'all might want to think about. I don't know what y'all. I hate to say, my man. I mean, obviously, you could just look and see the hot seat. The seat should be getting warmer up under Josh McDaniels, but like, he didn't strike me too well in the press conferences, right? Even losing teams, when the coach comes on and talks, sometimes you listen to the coach, you say, "Hey, I feel you, coach." It might not end well. When y'all listen to him, I was like, I don't know about that guy. I don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, he's good for the league. Oh, McDaniels. Yeah, we'll see. We need the weird. Yeah, hey, I agree with that. I do agree with the weird. I do agree with that. I'm not saying it because he's weird. I'm saying it because he's getting asked questions that I've heard asked to other coaches before who aren't doing too well team wise and record wise, and his answers just don't strike me as the kind that give me any hope for the future of the Dolphins this season. All right. So anyway, appreciate everybody who watched. I shot to again, like I said, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Y'all enjoy, or not Thursday, on Monday morning. I'm totally tripping. I'm ready to bounce off of here. Sleepy, y'all. I've been up all night long, third shift. But anyway, enjoy the games this weekend. I'll be back on Monday morning to discuss, what happened. Have a good one. Hey, man, you do the same, Jonathan, man. Appreciate you. See y'all later, man. Peace out.